As a metaphor for the uncomfortable truths this drought has laid bare, the body in the barrel is grimly apt. At some point in the mid-1970s or 1980s, someone tipped a metal canister containing the remains of a male gunshot victim into Lake Mead. At the time, the barrel sank through hundreds of feet of cold Colorado River water before settling on the muddy bottom of the country's largest human-made reservoir. Now the lake is emptier than it's ever been, and the consequence of those decades-old actions are no longer obscured. The water level has plummeted, leaving ghostly calcium deposits along the lake's rocky shores. On Sunday, police say, boaters spotted the rusted remains of the barrel and its occupant on a sun-scorched stretch of exposed mud. Homicide victims weren't what scientists serving on the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change had in mind back in 2001 when they warned of the imaginable surprises an altered climate might yield. But the historic megadrought that has drained Lake Mead of its water and its secrets meets their definition, a stunning and unpredictable event that's nevertheless within the realm of the warmer world's unsettling new possibilities. This drought, the worst on record, is the result of many factors, some flukes of nature and others the consequences of human activity. Average summer temperatures in California are 3 degrees higher now than they were at the end of the 19th century. Less snow falls, which means the volume of water feeding streams and reservoirs is 15% to 30% lower than in the mid-1900s. There have been stretches of dry years in this part of the world as far back as the climatological records go. But global warming has escalated the current dry period into disaster territory. Humans aren't the only ones in need of more water. Parched vegetation and soil must also now compete with the thirstier sky, thanks to atmospheric changes brought about by decades of steady temperature increase. A warmer atmosphere holds more water, and the warmer it gets, the more water it wants, regardless of need on the ground. In a study published last month in the Journal of Hydrometeorology, researchers combing through 40 years of data found that the atmosphere across the continental U.S. now demands a greater share of water than it used to, especially in the west. The effect isn't linear. As the planet gets hotter, the sky gets even thirstier. As the climate is warmed, that pull of water from the land surface into the atmosphere essentially becomes more forceful, said study leader Christine Albano, a hydrologist at the Desert Research Institute in Reno. That increasing force means it takes more water today than it did 40 years ago to provide plants with the same level of hydration. The Rio Grande region that covers parts of Colorado, New Mexico and Texas now needs 8% to 15% more water to get the same irrigation result, the researchers calculated. The effect is slightly less in California but still present, Albano said.